Alright, I'm back. More Zoo Tycoon. Coming at you live. Well, not live, it's recorded. So, last episode, I finished off this first marine animal campaign. So, I think I'm gonna go on back to the globe and do this North American foreign content. A prominent zoo would like to open a new sister facility to feature an exhibit area focused on North American species. However, due to regulations, these species must represent less than 30% of the animals on exhibit. Strange. Create a new zoo so that you can display the required species and fall within regulations. Complete all scenarios in this campaign to unlock the globe statue. Alright, let's jump into it. So this one, nothing too bad about it if I remember correctly. It just takes a while to do. Let me see about reading anything else. To include 3 species from North America in your zoo, you will and be within the regulations. You must have at least 8 different animal species that are from regions other than North America. Note, Arctic animals such as the polar bear also count as North American animals for this scenario. Antarctic animals such as the emperor penguin do not qualify. Yes. Geographics. So, take a look at the map. You'll see we have tons of uneven terrain. And I'll just look around. Some pretty cool waterfalls going on. But it can be a bit of a pain as far as figuring out where you're going to put animal exhibits. I normally kind of go with the flow of the land a bit on this map, but I do know one thing I like to do is camels. And I like to just use the low chain linked fence because we're going to be a bit short on cash here. So I normally would do something like this. And something like that. And like I said, I like to just go with the land a bit. I'm pretty sure I do something like this. And let me see. That's pretty far actually. I might go a bit shorter. Definitely one here. But yeah, something like that. I think straight. What I am going to do before then is flatten some land out. I know I said I normally don't flatten any land out, but I'm going to go ahead and do it for a bit. Yeah, okay, like that. So, clear all this out. And I hear my dog barking in the background, so that's cool. I normally, yeah, smooth this out a bit so it's not so rough. And you know, I might even do just the slightest of flat land. I normally give them like a umbrella here, and that's gonna be like super wonky. So let me see about making that a little natural, more natural looking. I want it up like that. I don't quite like this down here. So let's see about doing that. And then flatten out. So yeah, okay. Looking good. Decent sized exhibit. Now there is some space up here, obviously, that cuts into the exhibit a bit. But if the camels ever need more space, it's an easy enough fix. Okay. A lot of background noise is going on. I apologize, but I can't stop it. So I think the fence into the exhibit here. And I'll give them a scratching post. Trees. Everyone likes trees. so long as they don't block your view of the exhibit. And let's put a rock down first, and then some grass. Alright, that seems pretty good, I think. I'll give them some hay, some water. Not bad. Before I get too more invested in putting the animals down, I do want to open up the park as soon as possible. I would definitely like to put in a place to eat and drink. So let me just survey the land a bit. It's definitely a cool looking exhibit, I think. But yeah, up in here, maybe this would be better served as like an animal exhibit. Look at those bananas. So ripe. We should start a banana farm. Screw the animals. Alright, well, no time like the present, right? So let's go ahead and put that in. The tree can stay for now. Scratching post is ready. So let me figure out, I forgot about that. I kind of like where this grass is. I'm going to move the grass over like here. And I think that looks okay. I will say I see the ground is... Alright, that looks good. Really good. So, let me see... Maybe we go up in here. Up in here because there's really not much room for any exhibits. So, no, that's not what I wanted. Like that. Maybe something like this. Bear with me. Sell the rock. Okay. Now, let me see about hot dogs, soda pops, pretzels. Who says no? That looks alright. I think a pathway up into here wouldn't be so bad. So, put in 2 trash cans. And I usually like to do a bathroom right over here. And with that, I think we are ready to go ahead and open up the zoo. I'll put the camels in. Really? Really and truly? Alright, fair enough. Let me see what I can do to help you. Surely not. There we go. Okay, well, the camels were not pleased with the amount of space in their exhibit. So, that was a bit of a bummer. But I think it still looks pretty good. That is concerning as soon as we get another baby camel. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. Here our guests are starting to come in. I guess we can go ahead and start figuring out the next exhibit. Let's go something like that. Alright. Let's figure out what animal we want next. This counts as a North American animal, so I think musk ox is going to be a definite addition. I want to take a moment to take a sip of water. And I guess plan something out. We could go like right up in here is what I'm kind of thinking. Yeah, I think I like that. Just how do you want to set it up? That's the question. Probably follow this perimeter here. And then I'm thinking like something over here and then up and about. I do think I want to do this though. And let me make sure that didn't mess up the ground that we have. Well, it looks okay. It's kind of interesting how this is not so flat. But let's go ahead and do it like so. Yeah, alright. Like that. Probably go... that's interesting. This little bump here I'm noticing now. See if we can't smooth that out a bit. Alright. Do kind of like that there. Alright, put that there. Something like that. And then just something organic looking. Follow this ridge. And I guess you can go up there. Bit. Something like that. So let me see how that looks. Yeah, nice big exhibit. I will save some of these trees. Because I like their appearance, their aesthetic. How about on top of the hill there? And one banana. And we'll sell the other. No Banana Republic today. So let me see how that looks. That looks pretty good. I will say I would like to flatten this. Well, not flatten, but smooth. And let me see about putting this down here. Looks pretty good. Nice big exhibit. There will be no complaints about an exhibit being too small this time, I don't think. You can have an umbrella. I am, well, I'll wait until I put everything down in. I don't think I'm going to put down any water. There are no trees in tundra. No tundra rocks either. But I will put down the grass. So you gotta be careful with the tundra exhibit. Well, actually, it doesn't look like it did it. Sometimes, when you put down the tundra, I think it's called Arctic grass. I don't think I have access to Arctic grass currently. It'll like put down dirt instead of the tundra. So it doesn't seem to be too much of an issue there. But alright, there's our two exhibits so far. One of them being North American. So that's cool. It almost feels like I should keep a path going straight. But I've got this curve up here. So let me see what I can do. Tree's alright. Rock. Take it or leave it. So thinking maybe like that, and then smooth. So that looks okay. Maybe you get an idea of why flat pathways work best. But can't complain about that. So let me check this one more time. If it says 3 North American species or the Arctic, you must have at least 8 species outside of North America. So we've got a lot of exhibits we need to put in. The moose is another North American animal, so we'll definitely be putting that in too. I think I'll avoid the marine animals this time around. But my thought was pathway up that way, and maybe pathway up this way too. Now that doesn't lead anywhere, so I'll leave that. It's all bumpy and nasty. But let's figure out where we're looking at another animal exhibit. I'll look at the map. So I was wondering about something in here. It would have to be a small exhibit. Pathway up around here. If you can get up to here, there's room for exhibits. This is a big hill, right? So maybe you continue this path down here and put like an exhibit in here. So let me consider my options here. Begin the smooth out process. A little bit at least. That's actually pretty doggone flat. There's a bit of a hitch here, I believe, but it's not too bad. Don't forget to put down maintenance workers and zookeepers. I think I can manage for this first month, so I'm going to do that to save on some costs. Cheap out here. Nope, that one's empty. And that one's empty. So, really just got to figure out where this exhibit is going to go. I kind of like the idea, if needs be, leave this open. So that way you can go like through here if needs be. But I would like something like that, I think. Yeah, not bad there. But I would like access to this area too, so let me see. How did I want to do this? Something like that. But also maybe something over here. This is all just to have a general idea of what exactly I want to do. You know, I could put up to here and then around this ridge. That could work. Because I see, I don't know, if you can kind of figure out this pathway up here. So, certainly interesting so far, I would say. I know I should be using bigger fences, but I'm going to continue using the low chain link fence. Now, I am going to bump this up, this area. And I don't know, I'd like to, well, at the same time though, you gotta kind of So you gotta manage, because this is off of a different height now. So you kind of have to figure out how exactly you want to do this. And I think for this, it makes sense to flatten that. Let's see what we can do if we can't knock this out. And this is going to be quite the pathway here. It technically works. Technically. It's rather steep, not gonna lie. Maybe we'll put some fence barriers up there. Month ends very soon. Let's start figuring out our fence, but also let's figure out this pathway over here. Probably something like that. And there you go. Good. Alright, I think we have a decent enough plan in place. You know, we could bridge this gap. Connect the gap here. That would be interesting. Why not have a little fun? Alright, it's time. Maintenance worker, zookeeper. Go on, my workers. We could definitely use another bathroom, I think. Kind of thinking right up in here would be a good spot. So I think I'm going to continue the deforestation of the rainforest. Nice. Alright, let's figure out how we want to do this. How's this looking? Gigantic? Yeah, pretty much. That's okay. I think I would like to bump this up a bit more here, and we'll straighten this out. So that is a rather large exhibit, though I'm kind of happy with it. See about some plants. Check the clock. Not looking too bad. How about a rock? Right here, blocking the exhibit. Alright, I think the mushrooms and the other plants are going to get sold. So, meese. Alright. I think I'll put in some water for them. Right around here. Go gate here. But also gate here. And then maybe one over here. Just for good measure. Trees now. Definitely makes sense to load up on the trees, I think. We only have one though, so that's pretty annoying. Single rock. Looks pretty good. Scratching post, central. No shelter. Branches. I kind of like where that scratching post is for the food. How about right there, down by the water? Alright, 2 mooses. And see about putting that in. Seems not bad, I think. Decent start. Put that there. Put this over there, in between the two. I will put in a... Get this going. We need that. We are just about out of cash. That's pretty normal. I think that looks alright like that. It's a little strange, but we've got a decent idea of where we're going with everything. And we've got 2 of our 3 North American animals. Actually, here's the 3rd, the caribou. Alright. Well, I remember in vanilla, this challenge, it wasn't really a challenge, like there's no difficulties, it would take a while, but we're about to get our 3 North American animals down, just like that. And then we'll just fill up with other cheap little animals. And then I guess we'll move on from there. Because this is an interesting zoo, but it's never been like my favorite. The camels are wasting no time on getting pregnant. Let me see about putting this thing down. It's for them kids, man. Can you walk through this tree here? I kind of like the overhanging. That looks okay. Cool. Well, we are a 1-star zoo. So, let's do what I normally do. Get cotton candy and popcorn going. And I think it would make sense to put this guy in. That looks okay, I think. Sure, why not? Let's check the hitboxes there. Okay, it's a little strange, but actually, check it out. You can get gored by a muskox. What's not to love? Look at the kids. They're running around having a good time. They can see into the exhibits, which is not always what happens for whatever reason. Using the scratch and post. Well, this is going to be an interesting recording. I can't wait to see how it comes out. There's been a lot of noise in the background. I quite like the idea of using dirt paths, so I think I'm going to do that too. But our carts are ready. So we actually don't have a lot of space. Can I move you to the corner with you? Alright, seems okay. Look at that. She's buying camel shirts and muskox hats. I mean, who doesn't want a muskox hat, right? Look at that. Stylish. Yeah, he figured it out on the end. I was gonna say, we're glitching through the paths. But yeah, I think we're about to wrap up this video. He's well educated. Nice purple shirt. I was looking at this structure and then he was like walking past. But alright, I think that's a pretty good first video. Good idea. Oh, look at the camel running around. So this is exactly where we don't want the camel. I'm going to move you, I think, now that you've pooped. But I think I'll go ahead and call it here. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. More to come. We'll be back at the zoo. Probably at least 1 or 2 another episodes. Definitely. because we've got a lot of animal exhibits we got to put in. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I love you. Not really.